lost count of the number of times Navi has come to pester me about it. But I don't work for the Hotel de Boer anymore, and being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business. Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back.
That's,
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either. Anyway, suffice to say that given Fiamar and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that,
She mentioned me.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have.
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking.
Oh, Monica.
Escoffier?
I can't believe her! Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied. Unbelievable! I won't.
Wait, so now she's,
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
Wait, she looks like... Is that Escoffier?
Escoffier?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but if you hadn't brought it up, I don't think I would have noticed.
But, please, you have to forgive me or Chef is gonna... Okay, I know. I'll kneel before you.
What the heck?
Get up, Monica! Can't you see that you're just making your customer feel more awkward?
Escoffier?
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time, get it right. You cannot go begging your customers to feel sorry for you.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen until I've corrected my mistake. But if I can't go back into the kitchen, I can't do the dish over.
That's some backwards logic. How can you fix...
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually quite enjoying my meal until she appeared out of nowhere and started apologizing. Gave me a bit of a fright, to be honest.
Oh, well, it's because Chef Savannah tasted a bit of the leftover soup from my pot and then threw me out of the kitchen.
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was head chef here. I gotta say, you're all looking a little worse for wear these days.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference is that her criticism was more constructive, so you knew what you did wrong and how to improve, and we all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us because she truly wanted us to reach her level. But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to wake up, get your head in the game, or just do it again. And it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
Monica, I'm not the boss here anymore.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own. What happened back then, that wasn't on you, and all of us know that. That banquet was a huge event, and so many staff were involved every step of the way. With so many moving parts, there's no way of knowing how that Lumiline ended up in the food we served.
Lumiline? What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute, produced from an extract of the Lumitoile. Apparently it sharpens the senses, so they used it to treat people with impaired responses to stimuli.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things pretty addictive.
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects, and even lead to nerve damage. So it quickly ended up on the guards' list of controlled substances. Unfortunately, however, some food products containing the additive had already made it to the market by the time the guards banned it from the restaurant industry.
Everyone knows that in all likelihood, someone probably just purchased a batch of contaminated ingredients by mistake. But you took all the blame. We all know why. You just didn't want to see this turn into a place where tensions are constantly running high, because everyone's suspicious of each other all the time. And now look at you, a fry chef in the Fleuve Cendre.
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but come on, it's not that bad, is it?
Oh, the Fleuve Cendre, you say? Great. That's where I'm dining from now on.
Monica, I'm very happy. Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef, regardless of whose mistake it was. Ultimately, the responsibility lay with me.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
No. No, Chef.
So, you do remember who's boss? Escoffier? I thought you'd left this place for good. What are you doing back here?
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my job. You're not the boss here anymore, so stop acting like you own the place.
Whoa. Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
Oh, Savannah! My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills, or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand marcotte, thinking no one can tell the difference?
That's none of your business!
What happened to not storming in and...
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier returned.
Huh? Fan-Asian?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Given that we have
The traditional way?
That's right! I'm talking, of course, about the tradition established by Modeste himself. The cooking contest!
According to legend, the founders of Hotel de Boer, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to resolve all of their disputes. Everything from the cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
It sounds like they had a lot of free time on their hands.
Well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous role in motivating chefs to hone their skills, reaching new heights of excellence in the culinary arts. And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hotel de Boer into the top-ranking restaurant in Fontaine.
Reintroduction? Someone brought it back? Who?
What say you, Escoffier? Surely you of all people won't back down from this challenge. It was you who put the rule in place.
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a chef at Hotel de Boer anymore. Isn't this...
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the terms. We could simply treat it as an exhibition of sorts. Savannah, any objections?
Exhibition. No. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line. If I lose, it's up to you what happens to me.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Boer to me.
What? The Codex de Boer?
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secret recipes, including Gâteau de Boer. It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world, and only the present and former head chefs of the Hotel de Boer have the right to read it.
Present and former.
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy, don't you?
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean. I want your copy, the original version, the one you took with you when you left us.
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and the copy, right? They contain the exact same recipes.
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Or are you scared of me getting my hands on the original codex?
Savannah.
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue, as long as both sides agree to the terms. Those were your words, weren't they? And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Boer, per the recipe in the codex. Well, Escoffier, you against me. Are you in or out?
You sound... Alright then, let's see how much you've actually grown. I hope you surprise me, Savannah. I'd hate to find out that all you've learned after this long is how to chew people's heads off.
Believe me, I'll show you.
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Fleuve Cendres so I can get prepping.
So, this whole bake-off thing kind of came out of nowhere. Was it really sensible to just go along with it?
Well, I got a sense that she's holding something back. But we chefs always express ourselves in our cooking. So if she won't talk, this might be the best way to find out what's really going on with her.
Huh? Holding back? Sure didn't sound that way to Paimon.
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the same way. Always closed off, never letting you know what she really thinks.
That's patently false, at least where your macarons are concerned. I've been nothing but truthful with you about the disgraceful amount of sugar you use.
Okay, that's one case where you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
Oh, that? Well, it's not so much a recipe book as a diary of Modeste's adventures. Back in the day, he and his good friend Savelli explored, for instance. So rare was Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original Hotel de Boer, which catapulted them to stardom in Fontaine's culinary world. Especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius. And over time, the recipes from his adventure log became known as—
Paimon's heard this kind of story before.
What? No, of course not. Cooking is a constantly Anyway, never mind centuries. Savelli and Modeste parted ways not even 10 years after their rise to fame. Then, Modeste passed away while he was still in his prime. And that was it. the end of the Hotel de Boer's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, it was just a nondescript place with a couple of cheap tables. It's only in recent decades that it started recovering. Even then, it still took numerous relocations and changes of management before we finally ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we have today.
Oh! So the Codex really isn't all that, then. Paimon figured it was like...
Yes, well, that's fiction, and this is reality. You can't meet the taste of...
Case in point. Even the Gâteau de Bourg.
Wait,
It did, but like I said, it's the dusty old book now, and the records aren't as so, as for why we...
oh!
Hey now, just think.
Anyway, before I left...
Could it be... us?
Well, it was maybe from...
You think so?
What?
Who knows? It means vesting her in this... However much she's changed since...
Well,
Let's... Now, if I...
Well, that...
Well, I have heard the trap...
oh, count me. Even if it means...
Come...
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, Navia. The different... Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. A kind of special food... but this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment. So that probably...
custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Paimon's never used anything this weird before. Cool. Not weird.
A little amuse-bouche.
Up to the freezer! And done! These are the flavor compounds extracted from our ingredients. I've processed all...
Wow! Even the smell is so much...
Absolutely not! Throwing everything... I'll demonstrate again. Now. Slowly and carefully. Not... that didn't count. And voila! Now it's your turn. Not terrible. Considering this was everyone's first time blending flavor extracts, it could have been worse. But the traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure you've never done this before? You got almost perfect. That goes without saying. Still, credit where credit's due. You did well. Alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel de Boer's current menu. I'll judge your submissions. and give you a final score. That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice. How's it going? Have you picked a dish? Huh. I know this doesn't represent what you're capable of. Try again, and this time, I want to see you make a proper attempt. How's it going? Huh. I know this doesn't represent what you're capable of. Try again, and this time, I want to see you make a proper attempt.
Finally on the right path.
How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Huh. I know this doesn't represent what you're capable of. Try again, and this time, I want to see you make a proper attempt.
Guess I'm finally on the right path.
How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Huh. I know this doesn't represent what you're capable of. Try again, and this time, How's it going? Huh. I know this doesn't represent what you're capable of. Try again, and this time, I want to see you make a proper attempt.
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
how's it going? Have... Huh. I know this doesn't represent what you're capable of. Try again, and this time.
To outrun the law, you need to know how it works.
Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
You need to know how it works.
If you want tea or water, just help yourselves.
I'm so annoyed.
When will Lenny and Lynette do another show?
Quite busy recently.
Welcome to Second Life.
How's it going? Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or...
6 points.
What? Oh, well, fair enough. Paimon doesn't cook all that often, so as long as it's a pass...
That's 6 out of 100.
What?
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than creating it. By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day...
Aww.
Me next! I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less sugar than my previous ones.
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know.
Aw.
Now to the final dish.
So, what do you think?
This is our last hope.
8 points.
Darn! That's barely higher than what we got.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation. I have to give this one 8 points out of 10. Maybe even 9 points.
Huh? How did you pull that off?
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can really...
Hey, you've been...
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square.
But if it takes 3 chefs, that's
Chef Escoffier!
Oh, it's Hilaire! What brings you here?
I heard the news.
Huh. And you...
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you
Yeah, I was
The fact is...
Firma.
I... Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
What do you call this, Verma?
I...
Do it again! Again! Again!
I...
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen.
Dad! What's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then I...
Dad, talk to me.
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological.
Monica, when...
Probably because. But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of...
Oh, come on.
She sounds like the worst.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we...
What is this? It looks like a dog!
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again! Do it again! Do it again!
Every time you...
Either straighten yourself...
So now...
Oh, man.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easy? And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night, trying to perfect your...
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the... Maybe Savannah was right.
Dad...
I will win this contest.
But... what?
Even if I had to go...
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia...
And so will I!
Yeah! And...
Actually, I thought maybe...
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was going...
You do this for...
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for...
I know, but it's... I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I...
Well, Paimon didn't...
Great! Being a sponsor...
Yeah! Feast! Feast!
Alright, if you insist. Then prepare for some of the fine... That's not a bad...
That was a dream come true!